What is going on? I'm Zedmod, back home at the trusty desk. Man, working at a desk so much better than working from the hotel bed. I don't know how people do that. Anyways, we're gonna jump into Warships. Gonna show you guys some goodness. Just jumped into 14 on this account. My other account is mid gold. Trust me on this. This is some hits you wanna give a go. Gotta give a shout out to Graybeard on Telegram. Also to Orion and Mackett and Johnny jumping in, showing me some things. If you have a hit that you think maybe, just maybe, I should see, please send me a ping. Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Telegram, any possible smoke signals. Anyways, we now have Brick. Brick is pretty much required for this hit. Troop damage definitely helps for this hit. On this account, I have building damage. Other account that's in gold has building health. But if you look at the leaderboards, you can see scrolling down here. Let's find, where are you, Dr. Rev? Where the heck are we looking at? I wanted to show you a base. Where are we? Scrolling. Rev Doctor right here. Lots and lots of bases. Go into this base. So by the time you get this video, might be too late. But if you're not in gold yet, it probably will get you to gold. So first up, let's have a look at the tech tree. Flares. Tick 3 flares are better. Do not waste your tokens on tick 4 flares. I know on this one I have tick 4 flares. On the other one, getting so much value out of tick 3 flares. Watch OP Destroy's stream from yesterday. You'll see my hit on it. You'll see that those tick 3 flares, so good. Also, with the flares, we are clearing like all of this stuff. So flaring from here to here is not, you don't need more than a tick 3 flare. Orion said he's using tick 2 flares, which I'm a little bit envious of. I think that's a little bit too short though. I can't recommend tick 3 flare, tick 2 flares. I don't have them, but give it a shot if you want. Mechs, keep them at tick 1. Maybe you want to waste something on those, but tokens are super hard to come by this year, as you can see up in that corner up there. Trying to draw things. A couple of you have said I've been scrolling and zooming and trying to include your feedback. Sniper towers, tick 3 is all you really need, but tick 4 doesn't hurt. Go get building health. It will help you more than building damage, but let's be honest, we're going to end up with all of them anyways. Brick. Battle orders, troop damage, let's go. This account has been seesawing up and down because I did not have brick, because I wasted those stupid unlock keys on building damage. Go get critter launchers, then go get brick. Make sure you've got flares. Preachy McPreacherson, what in the world is this? This is amazing. This is just absolutely amazing. We've got brick, we've got shocks, we've got flares. This is just going to be a bit of a lull here. That's going to make sure we're cemented in tick 14, in rank 14. Like I said, my other account though is up in mid gold. Probably should be in 17. I just don't have, only 2 accounts, but that one got a little bit of a love today, and now we're going to give this one a little bit of love today. By the way, I said go check out OP's live stream from yesterday. Shout out to OP. Love seeing names that I recognize show up in my log. Flint, Michigan also showing up there. Sergeant Slapnuts. Great name. A little bit unfortunate that we managed to spawn match a 2-engine room base. I feel like 7% guilty, but I will take it. Always gonna take all of the stuff. Now what we're gonna do is, like I said, we're gonna clear all of this stuff, get some free GBE, then we're gonna flare back there onto a building so that all of our mechs end up in here, shocking everything around them. It's gonna be amazing. Brick is going to help us do some good things. Gonna hold her back for a second or two just so the sniper doesn't get a little lick into her. That's what she said. Let's go, trying to get Brick to die. Unfortunately, we don't have artillery, so we can't kill Brick at the end. but we want Brick to last as long as she possibly can. Getting in and amongst the things. The more GBE we can get here, the better. Now we're going to flare back there, throw a bit of a shock on there, and once they start moving, we're going to get that battle orders out. Right about now, we're starting to accumulate some critters around us. Things are looking bleak, but there is help coming. Look at this. All of our mechs are shocking all of the things. Now, in a perfect world, all of these engine rooms are in this back corner. This works best with 3 engine rooms in this back corner, but it does work when there are 2 as well. So just go get the engine rooms, get another brick. We're going to flare that engine room, then we're going to flare that engine room. We're going to throw a shock, throw one more flare, because what the heck else are we going to do with our gunboat energy? And then boom, shakalaka, down goes the engine rooms. Pretty straightforward. Almost managed to kill Brick, did as much damage as we could and still got that battle orders out. My fastest time with this hit is 3 minutes 4 seconds. That's when all the engine rooms are in a row though, and you're just crushing, just boom, boom, boom. Quick note, I assume everyone has thought of this, but I thought I would say it because I love being Captain Obvious. If you count all of these defenses, you end up somewhere in the range of 30. Not including mines, we're at about 30 defenses. These critter launchers are pooping out 3 defenses a second. In 10 seconds, they have dropped as many defenses as we have. So, critter launchers, I think they need to be nerfed. Do let me know in the comments. What I would like to see is low-level critters. If you have a look at this, they shoot every second. Boom, boom. It's like a metronome. These things are shooting every single second. I think low-level critter launchers should shoot once every half a second. Then the next tick, every 1.3 even. Because right about now, there is no benefit to getting your critter launchers to tick 5. And in a season where those tokens are super valuable, there is a node right there. Do not upgrade your critter launchers to tick 5 yet. Later on in the season, sure, but if the critter launchers at tick 5 shot a little bit faster, you would be upgrading those in a heartbeat. So I think that is the nerf that they need. I think low-level critter launchers should shoot like once every 1.5 seconds. On the main base, I know those headquarters level 14 bases would agree with me on that one, because it absolutely sucks as a low level to go against critter launchers, because you just don't have max level GBE, don't have max level barrage artillery. Let me know what you think. It's like a nerf that, like at the final, like tick 5, sure, make them shoot once every second. I have no problem with keeping the final stats where they are right now, but I just think the intermediate stats should be nerfed a touch. We're going to get Brick and her battle orders running. I wish, see this? Tick 3 flare would have expired about there. We would have had better spread on our mech dudes. We've still got pretty good spread. So many innuendos coming today, but Brick is going to die. There we go. There's the battle orders we needed or wanted. Didn't necessarily need it. I think we're going to win just fine without it. Getting that final flare out, maybe shocking something, didn't matter. Beating my fastest time. I told you when all 3 of those engine rooms are in the corner, we can be fast. 3 minutes, 5 seconds against Sparta. We're going to call that Sparta. That 6-ish thing looks like an S. Spatiexa. I hate butchering. I'd love to be able to have a screen reader that would tell me how to say those names, but it's not going to happen. Look just how good those critter launchers pooping. Hopefully, by the way, I am not a visual person. I recently learned that I've got this thing called aphantasia, which means when I close my eyes and try and picture a horse, I get blackness. When I try and picture my wife's face, I get blackness. Try and picture my mom's face. You guessed it, blackness. So if me saying these critter launchers are pooping out critters gives you some sort of mental imagery, I'm sorry, because it just doesn't do that to me. And if you have aphantasia, if you close your eyes and see nothing, you're just like me. I had no idea until I was this age. And I'm not a spring chicken. Shout out to Mr. Chicken. Bark, bark, bark. I've never faced Chicken, which is strange because we started at the same spot like for the last like 3 seasons in a row. Don't know what's going on there. Maybe Supercell knows that it would just be a complete and utter... Actually, that's not true. I'm going to take that back. I have faced the chicken. I faced the chicken in Helsinki, and chicken beat me for the Warships World Championships. So, sorry, chicken. I didn't mean to lie. It was not an intentional lie. You beat me. Now, if you're wondering what the heck am I doing, or if you're like, Zed, why did you all of a sudden mix in some heavies? There's a good reason for that. I don't have enough gunboat energy to shock all the things, and I wanted to get as many shocks and battle orders out as I possibly could. And the easiest way to do that is, of course, to mix in some of our heavy dudes. And now, as a result, we can get some shocks out. We're going to get that engine room right there. Maybe, just maybe, probably. Yeah, look at that. Look at how good these things are. Like, our mechs are shocking the entire planet. Our heavies are standing out front, taking some shots to the dome for us. Brick is still somehow, some way alive, and I am going to farm some gunboat energy as we clear all of this stuff, and then I'm going to flare that back engine room, hoping that we can get back there before battle orders is done. But those heavies are also clearing some mines for us. Let's get 4 more flares. 2 more flares anyways. Only need like 2 mechs, maybe 3 mechs to quickly take down an engine room. 246, those front-loaded bases. I didn't even scout as far as if that base had building health or building damage. Chances are, if they're not in gold, they don't have both. So we just went Leroy Jenkins on it. You don't know who Leroy Jenkins is? You haven't lived. Do go watch that video. Also, look at that. We went up an entire rank together. Booyakasha. Trying to get this one into gold as well. Don't have a chest to claim. I had to claim that just to get Brick to even get close. But also, go check out if you got any chips brew. Orion had never seen that. Mackett from New Zealand. By the way, this account is in New Zealand. Sitting down below Mr. Mackett right there. Also, shout out to Neutron, has joined our Telegram group. Haven't talked to him much because I've been fully underwater drowning in work. But, got any chips brew? YouTube video. As soon as Mackett came on the Discord chat we had earlier, that is what came to mind, which might be offensive to people in New Zealand. Mackett wasn't offended. He got a laugh out of it. It was just the accent. At least I can differentiate between New Zealand accents and Australia accents. Man, if you ever want to upset someone from either Australia or New Zealand, ask them if they're from the other country. That's always worth a good time. Growing up near Whistler-ish, you get to know the Australian accent pretty quick because, of course, Whistler, BC is the capital of Australia. I think everyone knows that one, right? So, battle orders. Why am I doing this? I've never seen this base before. This base seems like an easy way to walk through. I've been wrong at least once in my life, though, so really hoping that we'll be able to walk through all of this stuff as look how good mechs are. Could you imagine trying to do this with our old crappy mechs before they actually shocked things? Either this person was crazy fast or I was monologuing for way too long planning because our time, that was not. It's funny. I don't know if you guys noticed, but once in a while you get like a generous tick over. Like it's supposed to be 3 minutes and then it's not. Like this one should have been 3 minutes, but it felt like that tick happened way faster. I had a game earlier on my other account where it felt like it should have been 2:59 and it stayed on 3 minutes. I'll take a draw. We still have a win streak. We are 14 minutes in and we have not lost yet. As soon as I lose, I'm calling this video a day. It has been great virtually hanging out with you guys. I know I owe you guys a live stream. It's coming. There was a massive move for the company I work for. Just moved office. Lots and lots of work that was required. On the IT side of things, I was pulled in to do a whole bunch of stuff. And I gotta say, it was insane how poorly done on the building side. Like we're the first tenants in a building that is 1,000% not ready for tenants. So It is just super, super not awesome, I gotta say. But the team was amazing. Team got it nailed down. Kind of like the dev team, I assume, fixed the issue with the mines and machine guns and mines and sniper towers, because the fact that we did not run into a bug to start this season was fantastic. I got a bit of a rude comment, or maybe I perceived it as a bit of a rude comment on the YouTubes. I gotta tell you guys, I'm happy to be wrong. Whether or not Supercell fixed something in the background, we'll never know, but I am gonna continue to send bugs. Is this the last? We're gonna, blah. We fizzled. Greyhound crushing us. Greyhound isn't even a thing anymore, is it? Ever in Canada, it's not, because I gotta tell you, bad things happened on the Greyhound. If you haven't, maybe, you know what, just leave that alone. Trust me that bad stuff happened on the Greyhound. Don't Google that one. You don't want to know, especially if you enjoy taking the bus. Critters, I gotta say, I can't believe they managed to walk through this. Well done, Greyhound. Straight, simple attack, falling backwards. Sad, sad, sad moment there. We fell out of 15. That's right. Sad Trombone is back in the holster. We're going to do one more hit, then I'm going to say goodbye to you, simply because this went so well and so smoothly. I assume that means I'm going to fail back-to-backs as I try carefully to not burp into the microphone. If that came across, my apologies. A little bit different microphone, making muting a little bit more difficult. Speaking of making things more difficult, that back critter launcher is just in a prime location. Prime rib location. Like the 20-ounce prime rib too, which I would like die if I ate that much prime rib, I think. But we are going to flare onto that puppy. Battle orders right about now. Not sure if you noticed or not, but we managed to get a shock from our mechs on that final, what is that called? Boom cannon before we moved away. Brick just got shot squarely in the back of the head, which is a little bit unfortunate. And now we're just waiting. I hate this moment. I hate waiting for engine rooms to go down. There's no point flaring either of them because I think we're going to be able to get out of there in time. I'm going to keep throwing 5 flares. Just a reminder that every flare you throw does at least 500 damage to the engine room. Spoiler alert. That was a joke. Don't believe me. That was a lie. Daff stunt. I feel like that's supposed to be like Sofa King or something. But by the way, great mountain biking trails are often called Sofa King. You do the math. My 11-year-old kid finally figured out what that meant, and he could just watch his mind explode. And he's like, "Am I in trouble?" Anyways, that is all for me. I hope you guys had a Sofa King good time. I hope you guys are in gold. As soon as you see this hit, ride these hits, get all the way in there. You can do it. Don't worry about upgrading those mechs. There are better things to do. Anyways, my phone's about to die, so we're going to rush through this next little bit. We have got keys to spend somewhere, some way. Probably going to be going into troop damage more, but then again, Brick's battle orders up to 6 is also fairly appealing. You saw a couple times where Brick had a little bit of low health there. That would be good. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.